not sitting back and parking the bus. I would
As the
really
sport's official governing body,
if Ottawa
Canada
tried that
Soccer
approach here
strives
tonight.
to provide
it's not his
leadership
style,
in
no,
the
it has
pursuit
been
of
his style.
excellence
I
in
think
soccer,
he has actually
nationally
said
and
on
internationally,
occasions
in
after when they were
cooperation
playing
with its
the second
members and
leg against
partners.
Edmonton,
En tant
and
qu'organisme
they've
officiel du
won
sport,
3-0 on the
Canada
road.
Soccer fournit un leadership dans la
He
poursuite
said,
d'excellence
"We're
au
not good
soccer,
enough to sit
tant à
back and
l'échelle
park the bus.
nationale
So we're not doing
qu'internationale,
that. We're
en
attacking.
coopération
We're coming
avec ses
forward."
membres et
Nearly
ses
came unstuck,
partenaires.
but it didn't, and that's why we're here. And I think I agree with you.
Le
Push forward,
championnat
take it to
canadien
them, see what you
aimerait
can,
remercier
see what
les
you can do.
commanditaires suivants.
An early goal or a couple of early goals
Amway Canada,
will really
une fière commanditaire du
put
Canada
a
Soccer
big
depuis
strain
2008.
on the guys who are really quite young. I mean,
All
if
States,
you've got a team with
All-State
only
et
one
ses
player over the age
800
of 25,
agents
that's pretty
soutiennent
darn
fièrement
young.
le soccer canadien à
When
tous
we
les
come
niveaux.
back, it's our 2 minutes
All
with
States
segment.
souhaite
We'll
bonne
hear from
chance
Onwa
aux deux équipes.
Obasi, engaging young man from England who
Bell. Classé
came
numéro
over
1,
to
réseau
play
mobile
college
le plus
soccer
rapide
here
au Canada.
and has stayed in North
Visitez
America ever
bell.ca
since, playing a little bit of
/PCMag.
indoor soccer where he won a championship this year with
Umbro,
Baltimore and now
la protection
playing
solaire
left
officielle
back
du
and quite
championnat
well
canadien à
in
Amway
that
est
position
la
for
marque
Ottawa
numéro
Fury
1
FC as we
recommandée par les
continue our
pharmaciens
countdown to
et
kickoff.
les
We're about
médecins.
20 minutes away from the start of this one. It's Ottawa
Le
Fury
gouvernement
FC
du Canada,
against
par
Vancouver
l'entremise de
Whitecaps.
Sport Canada,
The
est fier
semi-final of
d'appuyer
the
Soccer
Amway
Canada
Canadian
et le
Championship Leg
championnat
1
canadien
with Leg 2
Amway.
next week at BC
Bonne
Place in
chance à tous
Vancouver.
les joueurs en
Back with more as our
compétition.
countdown
Nous
to kickoff
espérons que leur
continues
exemple
on
incitera les
TSN
Canadiens,
1200.
en particulier les jeunes, à être plus actifs. Ottawa Fury FC would also like to thank the following club sponsor,
We're good.
Gabriel's.
Yeah.
Get into Gabriel's for a bigger, better breakfast.
9
9 Gabriel Pizza locations serving 40 breakfast plates 7 days a week. Poached, scrambled, or fried, you just can't beat breakfast at Gabriel Pizza.
So I get this call today from my daughter who's about to have a baby and can't fucking walk. She can't get out of bed, and they've got 2 other kids. Woo! He actually he hasn't broken it. So when he called her and said, "I haven't broken it," he went to Elmont to go to the hospital, so he didn't have to sit in the hospital here. I am very surprised he's playing Giorio.
Anwa Obasi, left back for Ottawa Fury FC, and real engaging young man, and he's been a great addition since joining the club at left back.
Very important guy at left back, and yes, he's a terrific interview, and he's obviously got his head well screwed on and has learned all sorts of things. I was fascinated here. I mean, once upon a time I played rugby way back, and he's absolutely right. You read body movement and you learn quick movement yourself when you're going flat out left and right and whatever. And he, for a man that size, has tremendous ball skills on the ground. Otherwise, of course, he wouldn't have played in that indoor championship. But he obviously was, and he learned the game playing futsal, which is also he's a fascinating guy.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, we'll see him on the pitch in just a few minutes' time, as we're about 8 minutes away from the kickoff here tonight, Amway Canadian Championship. And it is the semifinal, leg one. First time Ottawa has made it this far in the competition. First time they face MLS opposition. Vancouver Whitecaps against Ottawa Fury FC. Kickoff coming up shortly as our countdown to kickoff continues on TSN 1200.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, presented by Gabriel Pizza, here is the starting 11 for your Ottawa Fury FC. En présentation de Gabriel Pizza, voici l'aliment partant de votre Fury FC d'Ottawa. Number one, le numéro 1, Romeo Pazer.
Can you make another
Number 7, le numéro 7, Paulo Jr. Number 8, le numéro 8, James Bailey. Number 11, le numéro 11, Mozzie Giorio. Number 14, le numéro 14, Onua Obasi. Number 15, le numéro 15, Dennis Chin. Number 17, le numéro 17, Carl
Looks like the
Howard.
anthem's going to be a potted anthem on it.
Number 22, le numéro 22, Johnny Steele.
You know what? If they've got a potted anthem, I think we should be okay
Number 25, le numéro 25,
another break, because I don't mind the potted anthem playing it. Amway Canadian
Number
Championship.
33, le numéro 33, Rafael Alves. Number 77, le numéro 77, Timbo.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. The good thing is, at least on the other side there.
There are some. You got, I don't know, 500 people maybe.
Welcome back, AJ Jakubek, Richard Starnes here at TD Place as we get closer to the start of this one between Ottawa Fury FC and the Vancouver Whitecaps. It is the first of two legs. 90 minutes here this evening, so no extra time. And then
and
second
now,
leg.
please welcome both teams as they take the field for tonight's Amway Canadian Championship semi-final round match. Veuillez maintenant accueillir les deux équipes alors qu'elles sautent sur le terrain pour le tour préliminaire du championnat canadien Amway de ce soir.
And then penalties, but still a lot of soccer to be played before one. It's all about leg one here tonight as both clubs walk out onto the pitch right now. And you have to think you can hear the chants from Section W, Stony Monday Riot, the Bytown boys down there. And they're going to play a big role here this evening for Ottawa.
Yeah, I think they're important. They're important. They never don't come. They never.
Fans, we would ask now that you please rise for the national anthem of Canada. Veuillez maintenant vous lever pour l'hymne national du Canada.
TD Place. 24 degrees at kickoff, partly cloudy, a beautiful night here at TD Place as Ottawa Fury FC looks to do the unthinkable and upset Vancouver as Toronto and Montreal await in the other semi. They're also playing this evening, Toronto FC against Montreal Impact. 9th Voyageurs Cup competition. Vancouver finally won this competition for the first time last year, so they are the defending champions. And Ottawa looking to pull the upset. Edmonton coming very close the last 2 seasons. In 2014, they played Montreal in the semifinals, losing 5-4 on aggregate after a controversial penalty was handed to Montreal in stoppage time. And then last season, they lost late as well. It was 1-1 in Edmonton, and they lost 2-1 in Vancouver. So it has been very close between MLS opposition and NASL opposition, not just here, but in the U.S. Open Cup. There are numerous matches tonight between USL clubs and NASL clubs as they look to, the NASL looks to get an opportunity to face more MLS opposition in that competition. And we've seen in the past a lot of upsets between NASL and MLS sides.
Well, I do think the difference in standard between these 2 leagues is far less than a lot of people might suspect. And out here, these 11 men who are now out on the field waiting for the kickoff, they certainly have every intention of giving everything they can in order to make it difficult for the Whitecaps. And this is a good opportunity for the Fury to show their stuff, and exciting to hear that Coach Dalglish really wants to be taking it to them. He's not sitting back. His philosophy is push forward. Everybody attacks, everybody defends. It was a little tricky to get that going at the beginning of the season, but now they're much more solid at the back, and they really only have one thing that hasn't worked for them so far, AJ, and that's getting the ball in the back of the net. They had so many opportunities on the weekend, it was unbelievable. 14 corner kicks, for example, incredible. And if they start to convert some of those chances, they can beat just about anybody, and they have the ability, if they can do that, to defeat this club.
Referee today is Yusri Rudolph. His assistants, Carol Ann Chenard and Andre Pickler. The 4th official, Johnny Faccini. Fury FC will take the opening kickoff. They will move right to left in the first half with their all red kits, red shirts, red shorts, red socks. And for the Vancouver Whitecaps, they will wear their all white kits with blue trim, white shirts, white shorts, white socks, and will move left to right in the opening half. As we're underway, semi-final, leg 1. Amway Canadian Championship, Ottawa in possession, played over the top by Obasi into the Vancouver half, and headed out of touch for an Ottawa throw. Fury in possession, central midfield, it's Bailey. He'll work this wide right. Roseboom playing right back tonight. Plays it into the box, Chin gets ahead to it, and this will go out for a goal kick, Vancouver.
Encouraging start. No, only a couple of minutes in, but not even a minute in, but encouraging start from the Fury. They don't look like they're overawed in the slightest, and I think we can expect them to be very tough on Vancouver in midfield.
Sent forward by the keeper, Tornagi. Quickly headed back into the Vancouver half as it comes back towards Alves. And Alves puts a boot to this, plays it out of touch. You don't see often at Fury FC games the spillover into the north side stands, but pretty good crowd on the north side this evening, going a good 10-12 rows up.
It's exciting, actually, AJ, and the people are still coming in.
Fury in possession. Here's Paulo Jr., 25 yards out, middle of the park. Toe pokes this wide left. Johnny Steele gets the cross in, headed away. And Roseboom's going to keep this alive, and he'll win a throw for Ottawa. Encouraging start for Ottawa here in the second minute.
Yeah.
Played back to Alves, just inside the Vancouver half. Sends this forward, chested down here by Tim Parker, and he'll move this high into the air, headed away by Alves. Now it's Johnny Steele in central midfield, gets this to Mosey Giorio. One of two Canadians in the starting lineup. There would have been a lot more if Marcel de Jong and Julian de Guzman weren't away on international duty. As it comes left side, Steele, left-footed shot, and he drills it! Top corner, it's a beauty from Johnny Steele in the third minute. Fury FC have the lead.
What an amazing start, a tremendous start. The ball comes across to him, he's on the edge of the box, and for once he takes aim, he shoots. He does not look to cross the ball, he does not look to push the ball to one side, and he catches it perfectly, and goalkeeper didn't move. Tremendous, tremendous opening goal. Great start. Oh, yes, they have. They've only been in the Fury half for about 15 seconds, so keep the pressure going is the immediate target here. You can't let the opposition get settled, and they haven't. To this date, they haven't. This
Goal! Ottawa Fury FC!
Opens the
Scored
scoring
by
for Ottawa
number
Fury
22,
FC.
Johnny Steele.
Them plenty of confidence. This start should give plenty of confidence here.
Le
A ball
but
over
de
the top
Fury
for
FC
Chin
d'Ottawa,
into the
marqué
18-yard
par le
box.
numéro
And he tries to chip
Johnny
the keeper,
Steele.
but puts it over the bar. And
Goal
it will be goal
scored in the
kick
third
Vancouver.
minute.
Great start for Ottawa.
Yeah, good piece of work by Chin. He's using his pace. He was a little unlucky. The ball just wouldn't come down for him, so he was basically had to chip because he didn't have the time to wait for the ball to get lower to drive it. But tremendous start. You can see what the tactic is. The tactic is don't give them any time on the ball, and so far that's working.
Fury win possession. It's Giorio. Now Alves plays it up the right-hand side. Howarth working hard to try and win this ball, but it goes out of touch for a Whitecaps throw. They've barely had the touch of the ball so far. They've been able to clear it with heads and boot it high into the air into the Ottawa half, but no real possession for the Whitecaps, and Ottawa gets it right back again. Back to the keeper. It comes to Pézère. He'll play it into the Vancouver Whitecaps half, and here they come up the right-hand side. And losing possession there was Fraser Aird, the right back. As it goes out for an Ottawa throw. Good ball here from James Bailey down the right. Roseboom making a run for it, and Roseboom will have it near the corner flag. Turns, gets it back as it comes to Giorio. Ball into the area for Howarth, and that's sent clear for an Ottawa throw.
Sensible piece of work by Howarth. No point him hitting the long cross. There are only 2 men against 5 in the middle of the box.
6 minute, Fury up 1-0 on the MLS Vancouver Whitecaps. Ball sent towards Giorio, but taken here by the Whitecaps. Here's Tybert playing it wide right. Fraser Aird, former Rangers player. Now Aird into Bustos. Gets this forward back to Aird. Good cross into the area, and this is going to skip past Hurtado, the lone striker. Goes to the far side, and Whitecaps can't keep it in play. It'll be an Ottawa throw.
Yep, you can see Fraser Aird is a dangerous man coming down this right-hand side. They gave him a little bit too much room that time, but he's got pace, and he can be a really dangerous player. That's why he plays for Canada.
Here's Bailey for Ottawa. Loses possession. Bustos for Vancouver. To the lone striker Hurtado, trying to get it onto his right foot. Couldn't get a shot away. this goes towards the corner flag. Roseboom will keep it in play for Ottawa. Howarth, now to Alves. He'll get it forward to Chin. Chests it down. Chin turns. And here comes the Ottawa attack. Not a great ball from Chin. A little bit further forward, a little more pace on it. And Ottawa could have been real dangerous on the counterattack there with Johnny Steele, the goal scorer, leading the attack. Now free kick given Vancouver's way. 8th minute, Ottawa Fury FC 1, Vancouver Whitecaps 0.
Great start from the Fury. AJ looks, they're looking really sharp at the moment. We just wait and see whether or not Vancouver need to get their legs first in order to ease themselves into this game. But you can't fault the first 8 minutes.
Whitecaps get this wide left. Atakubi. Good run forward, 25 yards out. It comes here, a left-footed shot from Mesquita, and didn't get much on it. Into the arms of the keeper, Pézère. No trouble with that, and he'll quickly launch this forward into the Whitecaps half. Chin goes up for the header, and it comes to Carl Howarth, who had one man to beat, but it is cleared away by Tim Parker, and boy, that could have been goal number 2 for Ottawa here in the 9th minute.
Pretty close.
Sent forward, it goes high into the air. Chin comes down with it, gets it to Paulo Junior, edge of the area, and it's knocked away here by Sealer. As back come the Whitecaps, and once again they give up possession way too easily. Pézère will come out of his 18-yard box, and he'll launch this into the Vancouver half. Header won by Dennis Chin. On the ground for Carl Howarth, who skips past a couple of Whitecaps defenders, moves it back to Chin, 35 yards out, right near touchline. Now Johnny Steele, middle of the park for Bailey. He'll play this wide right. Lance Roseboom. Roseboom to Bailey. Now Alves for Roseboom. Bailey, middle of the park. Quick little 1-2 with Giorio. Now it comes to Chin. 30 yards out. Oh, he's shoulder charged off the ball, and that's going to be a free kick. Tim Parker conceding that. And this is going to be a pretty dangerous spot, about 30 yards out left of center for Ottawa.
Yeah, Parker's a big man, and Paulo Junior is not exactly tall. Just bowled him right over. Interesting spot this for a free kick. We'll see what they're deciding they're going to do. I think it's going to be chipped into the box. And Giorio looks like he's taking. Is it Giorio taking it? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giorio over the ball with his right foot. And Ottawa with 6 players right at the edge of the 18-yard box. From 30 yards out, Mosey Giorio with the free kick, steps up, delivers, and this is going to go way too strong. And right out of play, goal kick Vancouver, opportunity wasted for Ottawa Fury FC. Yeah. Fury FC in the lead, 1-0, 11th minute here at TD Place.
It's a very difficult type of free kick to take, that edge. You've got to get it up quick, get it down quick, but you can't hit it too strong. If you hit it, that was far too strong. If you even hit it a third as slow as that, it would have still been too long. It gives the goalkeeper every chance to pick the ball up.
Vancouver wins a throw here inside their own half, near touchline. Fraser Aird will do the duties. Aird gets this in for McKendry. Back to Aird. Moves this high into the air. Header won by Lance Roseboom. The Whitecaps gain possession. It comes back on the right. Bustos trying to cut into the middle. His ball easily read by Timbo, and Ottawa back in possession. Obasi comes for Paulo Junior. 2 white shirts around him. Gets it to Obasi. Good work by Fury as they push forward down the left side. It's Giorio. Short of the halfway line, back to Obasi. Obasi's going to make the safe play to Timbo. Timbo will get this to the halfway line. Paulo Jr., a good ball for Giorio, but read well by the Whitecaps. And it comes back to Seiler. But they give up possession right away inside their own half. An Ottawa throw coming up.
Ottawa buzzing. They've got the buzz on. They're certainly not going to give any of these young Whitecap players time to play the ball. Tight, tight, tight. Make them play it. Is obviously the challenge here.
Good challenge there by Timbo to win it. Johnny Steele plays it back to the keeper, Pézère. And Fury FC will play it comfortably from the back. Rafael Alves wearing the captain's armband once again with Julian de Guzman, captain of club and country, away on international duty. Here's Paulo Jr. making a move inside, 25 yards out. Lays it off. Bailey now to Johnny Steele. Good ball on the right. And Howarth flicks it on, but the Whitecaps read this well. And it comes forward. Tybert back to Tim Parker. And he'll send this forward to the halfway line. Mesquita ahead for Hurtado. 3 red shirts in his face, takes a long strike, and that one misses wide on the near post and a little bit high. Goal kick. Ottawa, 14th minute, Fury FC leading 1-0 over the Vancouver Whitecaps.
Clearly the tactic, the Fury tactic to play their men tight is working well. And what a wonderful, I'm going to go back to that because that goal by Johnny Steele was so purely struck. He's got a terrific left foot and he must be thrilled to have put a goal past the Whitecaps, past an MLS team. I'm sure he's really keyed up for this game.
Well, he's got the quality. He's been capped before at the senior level by Northern Ireland, playing alongside many of those who qualified for the Euros.
That's true.
This ball from Pézère goes directly out, just inside the Vancouver half. Throw in for the Whitecaps. We're starting to settle into this match a little bit better after a very shaky start. Johnny Steele taking advantage of that in the 3rd minute with that brilliant strike as it comes back to the keeper, and he has to make sure that he sends this forward. Tornaghi. Fury in possession inside their own half. It's Johnny Steele back to Alves. In front of his own 18, plays it wide right, Lance Roseboom. Beats one defender, doesn't get to the halfway line, moves it. Giorio plays this wide right for Roseboom. Roseboom back to Alves. Center circle, Johnny Steele. Who seems to get better with each match here in the NASL, although maybe not the greatest back heel there from Johnny Steele, and this leads to a Vancouver throw.
No, he seems to get better and better, and I love the way he hits those long crossfield balls to keep defenses honest. You take those long crossfield balls and you then start to force the fullback to stay wide, which creates more space for your central attackers, and it works. It definitely works.
Throw in Vancouver inside the Ottawa half. Aird gets it back here on the left. Oh, I don't know why that's going to be a yellow card against Obasi. He got all ball.
What was that? I want to see that, AJ. He slid in. Are they going to say studs up? Let's see a rerun of that.
That was just a perfect tackle.
I thought so too. He slid in, got the ball. Sliding tackles are part of the game. I don't get it. Nor does Johnny Steele get it. He's talking to the ref.
Well, this is a dangerous spot for a free kick, 30 yards out. I don't even think it was a free kick, let alone a yellow. I think that was just a perfectly timed tackle from Onwa Obasi. Bustos will leave this free kick. It's taken by Mesquita, but quickly cleared out. So So Obasi is the first player from either side in the book. Yellow card, Obasi, and now Fury with a free kick.
That was another quite strange decision too. I don't think that was a free kick either. That was in the other direction. But
well,
number one, it
it's
wasn't
not
a
the
free
first
kick.
time we've seen Yusri Rudolph, and he's been over his head before. So ball forward, flicked on back to the keeper, and Tornagi has this for Vancouver. Their manager is Carl Robinson, who spent 2 seasons playing alongside Julian de Guzman, 2009-2010 with Toronto FC. But of course, unable to see Julian play here today. Whitecaps gain possession. It's the left back, Adekube.
Certainly the Whitecaps have settled into some sort of a rhythm.
Ball over the top for Adekube. 20 yards out on the left-hand side. Looking for the cross. Oh, nice movement here. Ottawa's going to win a free kick, though. That was Mosqueda. Really showing his skills on the ground.
Yep. Well, there's some class out there. Tibet is playing. He's such a good player. And I can understand why he gets international call-ups quite often, or has done in the past. Class player.
Launch forward here by Ottawa. It's flicked on by Roseboom, but this will go out for a goal kick. Vancouver Whitecaps, 19th minute. Ottawa Fury FC 1, Vancouver Whitecaps 0. First leg of this Amway Canadian Championship semi-final. Leg 2 goes next Wednesday night, BC Place in Vancouver.
Seems like the Fury are playing a slightly different system tonight with 2 men in front of the back 4. Johnny Steele and James Bailey, and Giorio's playing just in front of them and behind the back 3. It's just a slight twist, and it seems to be working.
Ottawa with a throw here. Roseboom will take this. All deflected away, and Fury wins back possession. Steele. Ball here. Howarth for Roseboom with the cross, and a little over the head of Chin and Paulo Jr. as this is shepherded out for a Vancouver throw.
So far, AJ, the Fury have been doing something that they've sort of saved for second halves in past games. They are moving the ball just that little bit quicker when they're on the attack, getting those quick passes in and making it much more difficult for the defense.
Fans not appreciating the work of Yusri Rudolph, the referee today, as they wanted a foul given to Vancouver against Paulo Jr. Not getting it. Whitecaps get the throw. They'll play it down the right side, but this is going to go out for a goal kick. Ottawa here in the 21st minute. Fury FC leading 1-0.
Good crowd. Nice number of people, and the fans are really acting as the 12th man, the proverbial 12th man for the Fury. It's tremendous to hear such great support.
Paulo Jr. Almost sprung Giorio. Just tripped himself up a little bit on the ball as the Whitecaps come back. Mosqueda. And a free kick given. Vancouver wins it about 30 yards out. In a dangerous spot as McKendry was knocked over.
Yeah. Don't think the referee was wrong that time. Still a dangerous spot here. But 30 yards out. Right-hand side of the field. They're going to curl it in. Judging by the last one, it was curled in towards the front post, not the back post. Maybe this is the other way around.
Mosqueda with the delivery, and it's headed into the air by Alves. Free kick given to Ottawa inside their own penalty box.
Dangerous looking free kick. That it's obviously one that's come from the training ground. They hit it to the front post, not the back post, and they come across from the left to the right. Makes it very difficult to defend. That time, Fury did a terrific job of it.
Goal kick taken by Pézère. Comes to Dennis Chin. Leaves it for Obasi, 35 yards out in the Vancouver half. Now Chin beats one man and is fouled here about 23 yards out. Left-hand side. And this is going to be a very dangerous free kick spot for Ottawa in the 23rd minute as McKendry fouled Dennis Chin.
Did he go in the book? I don't know. I can't tell.
No yellow card.
It's a dangerous spot this time for the Fury on the Fury's side.
Referee trying to push these players back 10 yards as the wall is forced inside the 18-yard box, and James Bailey will deliver this free kick. Watch for Timbo. They've connected well. Here's the delivery, and it goes right to the keeper, Tornaghi. Not a great delivery from James Bailey, but Bailey and Timbo have connected well on those free kicks. And watch for that going forward. Obasi with an important tackle there with two Vancouver players lurking.
Yes, yeah. They got all their men up, big men up in the box, and there was a gap down the middle. Bassi needed to be quite sure he got that right.
Fury back in possession, headed forward by Obasi, flicked on by Giorio, and this is kicked out of touch, and this will be a Fury FC throw in the 25th minute, leading 1-0 over Vancouver. We're in the Amway Canadian semis, leg one. Referee got in the way of that Fury ball that comes to Giorio outside the penalty area. Now Carl Howarth, right-footed shot, and that just skipped wide of the near post. Great effort from Carl Howarth as he just about made it 2-0.
Yeah, good effort by Howarth. He had to turn, he had no time, and he didn't get as much power on it as he hoped, I think, but fractionally wide of the post, and goalkeeper beaten.
Ottawa's full value for this 1-0 lead in the 25th minute. They've had a couple of other great opportunities to add to that. Whitecaps settling in better than their start, but still haven't really troubled Pézère. But here they are on the attack now. Down the left, it's Sam Adekubi near the corner flag with the cross. Dealt with here by Obasi, and this is sent forward by Ottawa.
Good piece of defensive work by Obasi. Again, that's twice.
Obasi now for Steele. Now to Obasi. Sends this forward, and here comes another Fury attack. It's Paulo Junior down the left. Here's Paulo Junior, 25 yards out into the penalty area, and kind of tripped a little bit. I don't think there was anything to it.
No, that wasn't a call. He just tripped. In fact,
just kind of lost his footing on his own.
Yeah, and he went down. He still had the presence of mind to play the ball back, so the Fury still have possession.
As Fury come back on the left, it's Johnny Steele. Knocked away from him. And the Whitecaps send this over the top into the Ottawa half, but easily into the possession of Timbo. And now a couple of Ottawa players down, so.
Paulo Junior's down.
Ball is sent out of touch for an opportunity to get some treatment to Paulo Junior.
Good start, AJ. There have been moments here when I've said, okay, so which is the MLS team here? If I was somebody who was not, who was a visitor to this game, they've given as good as they've got, the Fury, and the slightly quicker tempo that they've managed to produce going forward, and movement off the ball has been a revelation to me. I think it's terrific. They have had that bit of a problem trying to break down defenses because maybe they're not moving it quite fast enough, maybe they're not moving off the ball quite enough. Tonight, that is not the case.
Paulo Junior back on the touchline, ready to be allowed back onto the field of play. Is set to go. 28th minute, Fury FC 1. Vancouver Whitecaps 0. Reminder, Stanley Cup final, game 2 tonight. San Jose Pittsburgh will join it in progress as soon as we're done with this one here at TD Place. San Jose and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh leading that series 1-0. Oh, good flick on by Chin towards Paulo Junior, who's got it in the penalty area, gives a left-footed effort, but goes off the side netting and out for a goal kick. Vancouver, as Ottawa continues to really put Vancouver on the back foot with their attacking play.
Good effort by Paulo Junior. There's been an encouragement to shoot, and he didn't actually have an alternative. There was no path for him to send in a cross, so he took a huge effort and wasn't far into the side netting.
Now run by Bustos for Vancouver down the right. Into Hurtado, and Obasi able to win it away from him, and now Obasi wins a free kick for Ottawa.
Good work. Obasi's done has produced two or three excellent defensive moves in the last 5 minutes, so it's good. It's a good moment. Looks like there's another man down.
Well, Roseboom's down.
Is it Roseboom or Giurio?
No, it's Roseboom.
They're not sure. They've got Oliveri warming up.
No, you're right. It's Giurio.
Is it Giurio?
They both look similar.
They look very similar. If they stood beside each other, it would be fine because Roseboom is a taller man, but looks like he's got an injury, and it looks like it may be out of. He might be out of the game.
Yeah, he went down same time as Paulo Junior, but got right back up and tried to play on. But that's it for Mosi Giurio. He is subbed out, and in comes Brian Oliveira. And boy, I mean, Ottawa can't afford too many more injuries. The good thing is they've got, in terms of subs, another midfielder in Mauro
Substitution for Ottawa Fury FC.
Who, I mean, he was a regular starter last year.
Number 11,
just hasn't found his way into the starting lineup
number 9,
this
Brian
season.
Oliveira.
So they've got Eustachio, Kyle Porter, defender, and Idan Vered, a striker, that are still available amongst their two subs. Their
substitution made in
two
the
backup
30th
keepers, both dressed today, and DeBellis and McRae, just because they don't have any other bodies with the injuries, and then two players away on international duty, Julian de Guzman and Marcel de Jong.
Yep.
Vancouver, a full complement of subs available, 7 of them. Their backup keeper is Canadian Marco Carducci. A couple of defenders in Jordan Harvey and Jordan Smith. A couple of midfielders and Kristen Teixeira and Kakuta Mane. Striker in Octavio Rivero. And a 15-year-old in Alfonso Davies, who's highly touted. And if he is to feature, he would be the youngest player in Whitecaps history.
Yeah,
heard a lot about Alfonso Davies.
Yeah, they have a strong bench. They do have a strong bench, and depending on what happens, so as the game progresses, I'm sure that there will be changes made.
Ball goes out for an Ottawa throw inside their own half. 32nd minute, Ottawa Fury FC 1, Vancouver Whitecaps 0. A 3rd minute blistering drive from Johnny Steele, giving Ottawa the early lead. Chested down here by Oliveira, but Whitecaps gain possession. It's Bustos, and he's knocked down. Free kick, Vancouver taken quickly. Mosqueda loses possession. Here's Oliveira, the Uruguayan. Ball wide left. And this is going to go off of Paulo Jr. out for a Vancouver throw. And they're going to say handball here against Ottawa, and they are. And so this is going to be a free kick from a dangerous spot about 30 yards out right of center. Another opportunity for Mosqueda to put this in the box unless they go a different route with the left-footed Bustos, and I think they're going to try that because they've tried Mosqueda from similar type range twice, and it hasn't worked.
Yeah, that was a linesman call, not a referee call.
So this is about 30 yards out. Two-man wall for Ottawa, and 5 Vancouver players just inside the 18-yard box. Bustos steps up with the delivery towards the far post, punched away by Pézère. Good delivery, good free kick by Bustos, but Pézère equal to the task, and Vancouver forced to regroup here. It's headed forward by Paulo Jr. into the center circle, but they come back down the left, Vancouver. We're to see Froze. Now, Atakube. And this is going to go out for an Ottawa throw in the 34th minute.
You're absolutely right with that that call, AJ. They tried the 2 close near post crosses. This time they tried the far post cross, and you couldn't have asked for a better way of dealing with it.
Ooh, that was great individual skill there from Oliveira as he quickly beat one man, but the ball just a little too strong for Dennis Chin, and it bounces before the keeper. Tornaghi takes it for the Whitecaps. But you can really see in flashes the skill that Oliveira brings to the table as Ottawa wins possession back. Roseboom. Now Bailey. Quick little 1-2 as Bailey gets it to Johnny Steele. Now Bailey for Steele again, just inside the Ottawa half. Works it across the pitch, near side, Obasi. Now Bailey, back to Steele. Chested down by Alves. He's got some space in front of him, and he'll take that space to gain the Vancouver half. Plays it wide right for Roseboom, 30 yards out. Good ball, Howarth near the byline with the cross, and it's flicked away, but not out of the 18-yard box. Paulo Jr. couldn't handle it, and this is sent out where Ottawa will they win possession again? It looked like Bailey was held, and Bailey keeps going, and he does win possession. Now Roseboom for Oliveira. Good piece of play here from Ottawa. Oliveira center circle, moves it wide left. Obasi gets this forward for Paulo Jr. Back to Obasi. Flicked on here from Oliveira towards Paulo Jr., but won back by Tybert. And finally, the Whitecaps regain possession. Bustos will be stymied there. Great defending by Obasi, who's been brilliant defending today, including what was a perfectly timed tackle that was butchered by Yusri Rudolph, who gave him a ridiculous yellow card. But Ottawa's going to win a free kick here about 40 yards out on the right-hand side.
A lot of that happens to Carl Howarth when he gets the ball and it comes to him, because he flicks it and turns and goes, and he's very quick over a short distance. Very often gets bundled over as he goes by and picks up what could be a really dangerous free kick.
Johnny Steele will deliver. Ottawa putting 6 players inside the 18-yard box. Here's the delivery, and it's headed towards goal and knocked away by Tornaghi as Rafael Alves got ahead to that and made Tornaghi make a save. Almost 2-0 Ottawa. They've got possession again down the left. Here's Paulo Jr. He'll cut across into the middle. Plays it now to Lance Roseboom. Johnny Steele into James Bailey. About 40 yards out. Crowd into this one as Fury lead 1-0 in the 37th minute, in Ottawa with a real strong spell. Oliveira in possession. inside the Vancouver half. Forced back, he'll play it to Timbo inside the Ottawa half.
No, they're looking very solid at the moment. It's something I never feel I should say because
Good ball down the left by Timbo towards Obasi, trying to keep this in play, and they're going to call Obasi on the foul. Free kick just on the edge of the byline for Vancouver.
Bassey's had a great start first half, AJ. He's defensively he's been there on at least 3 occasions when it was vital for him to get it right. And that was an occasion when he was right up on the opposition goal line, byline, and not sure whether that was a free kick or not.
Sent back into the Vancouver half. Header won by their central defender, Tim Parker. It comes back for Seiler. Now to Tornagi, the keeper. And offside flag up against Ottawa. The home faithful continue to give it to this Vancouver side.
Yeah, Vancouver don't look that. I expect there'll be some tough talk for the defense at half-time from Carl Robinson, because they're looking. They don't look as solid as they should at the back. They're missing 3 of their central defenders, which is could be a reason why. 2 of them away on international duty.
Ottawa with, of course, Julian de Guzman, Marcel de Jong away on international duty, but some real impressive players for Vancouver away as well. Now they've got a deeper side, as you would expect in MLS, but they're missing 2 players to Costa Rica, and Kendall Waston and Christian Bolaños, and Blas Perez away playing for Panama. They're all in the Copa America. As Vancouver comes down the right here, it's Fraser Aird. Aird with the cross. Too much on it. No one at that back post, and it comes to Roseboom for Ottawa as they relieve that tension here in the 39th minute, leading 1-0 over Vancouver. It's never easy to find the right time to play this competition. It has typically started in April, continued into May, where a lot of the games were played right alongside Stanley Cup playoff games. I can remember an instance 5 years ago watching Vancouver and Montreal on the same night where the Canucks were playing the Blackhawks in Game 7 and the Canadiens were playing the Bruins in Game 7. So it's really tough to win those battles in your hometown, and much the same last year when Ottawa played their first leg here against FC Edmonton in the quarterfinals opposite an Ottawa Senators playoff game. With the Hamburglar in that run, you're not going to win those battles. So they've pushed it a little later in the season, but now it's opposite an international break, and Ottawa wins a free kick here at the halfway line, but now it's against an international break where key players are missing on both sides, and in particular for Ottawa, key Canadian players in the Canadian Championship.
Yeah, one of the difficulties here, AJ, is that the U.S. Cup MLS stops. NASL hasn't stopped for the Amway Championship, so the Fury will be having to travel away on Saturday. I think they go to Tampa. Am I right? I think. And,
yeah, Tampa's the next broadcast Saturday,
and that's on Saturday.
Here's Obasi making a run down the left for Ottawa. Obasi with a cross towards the far post, headed towards goal. Great save, Paulo Jr. 2-0! Paulo Jr. Spectacular! 2-0, Ottawa Fury FC leads Vancouver.
Amazing, what a terrific cross from Obasi. And what a tremendous header from Howarth, which was sort of padded out by the goalkeeper, who just managed to save it. There it was, sitting there for Paulo Jr. to pound it into the back of the net. Absolutely terrific second goal against a defense that looks very, very shaky, especially at the central defense. And I expect there'll be a change or two coming from Carl Robertson, because this was not good. That was really well taken, and the Fury and don't think they're going to take their foot off the pedal. They'll be playing the same
Ottawa
sort
Fury
of
FC
style in the second half as they are in
scored
the fourth
by
half. With
number
about 5 minutes to
7,
go till the break.
Paulo Jr.
Well, that was a brilliant stop off of Tornagi,
Le
or
but
by
de
Tornagi
Fury
off of
FC d'Ottawa,
Howard,
marqué par le
great ball
numéro
from
7,
Obasi.
Paulo Jr.
And on the rebound, Paulo Jr. made no
Goal
mistake.
scored
and
in the
how about
42nd
this?
minute.
Third-minute goal, Johnny Steele, ex-Vancouver Whitecap. 42nd minute goal, Paulo Jr., ex-Vancouver Whitecap. You think those two aren't happy about the way things are going here this evening?
Excellent, excellent. They must be thrilled. It's a sort of told you so moment for them.
Both not playing a ton here. Johnny Steele playing in USL back in 2010, and then Paulo Jr. only getting 2 matches for Vancouver in 2013, but I think that's probably part of the point to say, I told you so.
Yep, agree.
So 2-0, 43rd minute. Can they get this to halftime with a 2-goal lead? This is a run down the right side by Hurtado, sent out for a Vancouver throw.
This is one of those moments when the Fury need to buckle up their seat belts and keep the Whitecaps out.
Fraser Aird with a cross into the 18-yard box. Goes near the far touchline, and this is well defended by Roseboom. Carl Howarth will send this forward, and this is going to go out for a Vancouver throw. They take it quickly. Ball into the middle for Tybert. Now Tim Parker. With the ball on the ground. Here's a right-footed shot that deflects towards the goal, and it's scooped up off the shot from Mesquita by Romuald Pezer.
That's it. As I say, buckle up your seats, Fury. Close the door until halftime and get in there and keep the movement going after the break. Don't give the opposition a chance to get any momentum back.
Free kick conceded here by James Bailey inside the Vancouver half. Whitecaps will take this quickly. Comes on the right for Fraser Aird. Sends this forward, and here's a good ball from Mesquita. Hurtado near the corner flag, and this is going to go out for another Vancouver throw. I tell you, Obasi's been brilliant here in the first half.
Yes, he has. Obasi's been the best man on the field in the first half. I agree with that.
Bustos with a cross, cleared away by Alves.
Good work by the Fury.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes
Give them
allowed.
no time.
Le quatrième officiel a indiqué qu'il y aurait un minimum de 3 minutes de temps ajouté.
95% of the time they're given no time on the ball, and I'm quite sure it's frustrating for them, but just the way to play it.
3 minutes of stoppage time shown from the fourth official, a minimum of 3 minutes. Fury have a throw from the far touchline inside their own half. Comes into Oliveira, who's knocked off the ball. And a good ball that just had a little too much pace on it for Hurtado to catch up to. And it comes to Pezer, and he'll relieve the pressure. Again, you don't want to give one up before halftime. You want this.
You do.
You want this 2-0 lead going into the break. Johnny Steele wins a free kick just inside the Vancouver half. Steele plays this all the way back towards Pézère, just outside the 18-yard box. Lays it off for Rafael Alves. Now to Oliveira. Timbo. Sends this forward towards Chin. Over the top, headed away by Parker. Ottawa with a throw here. Still plenty of time. Over a minute of stoppage time to be played here in the first half. Can they get a third before halftime?
They're not bothering to really rush this. And they don't need to push too many men forward.
Played in by Obasi to Paulo Junior. Paulo Junior near the corner flag, trying to find some space. Two Vancouver defenders in his way, and it's shepherded out for a goal kick, Vancouver, as Tornaghi will have to hurry to get one more attack in for Vancouver. Here's Tybert. Now Seiler. Approaching the halfway line. Plays this wide left for Atakubi. Sent back out of touch for a Vancouver throw as the 3 minutes have been played here. And we await the halftime whistle at TD Place. And what I'm sure will be a large eruption from this real good crowd tonight.
Yep, I think you're right.
There it is. There's the halftime whistle, and Ottawa Fury FC couldn't have asked for a better 45 minutes.
The score at halftime is Ottawa Fury FC 2, Vancouver Whitecaps FC 0. Le pointage à la demi et Ottawa Fury FC 2, Vancouver Whitecaps FC 0.
They get goals from two former Vancouver Whitecaps, Johnny Steele in the 3rd minute, Paulo Junior in the 42nd, and they lead Vancouver 2-0 at halftime.
Yeah, they're like standing ovation, I think, AJ, from the crowd. Just an excellent first half performance by the Fury. I'm quite sure they will be thrilled with where they're at. And I'm equally sure that when they're taken into, loud cheers from the fans as they leave the field. And they fully deserve every cheer from every fan watching this game. I think that was as good a first half as I've seen them play all season.
I think that might be as good as they played all season, but they have to keep it going. Still 45 minutes to go, and really it's a quarter of a way through because it's through 2 legs. And so continue on in the same vein, and we'll see if they can continue with a positive result.
Let's double it, make it 4-0. Go back to Vancouver, 4-0 up. What do you think?
I'm just happy to see them get a victory.
They scored 2 in the first half. Why can't they score 2 in the second? There will be some.
There will be changes from Vancouver for sure,
especially at the back.
All right, halftime
Fans
score.
Canada Soccer's road to Rio continues in Ottawa on Tuesday, June 7th. As Canada's women's national team takes on Olympic host Brazil in a highly anticipated matchup right here at TD Place. With over 80% of tickets already sold, be sure to secure your seats today by visiting canadasoccer.com/tickets.
We'll also have some halftime stats here at TD Place as
Fans, it's time to find Amway's fan of the match. Il est maintenant temps de découvrir qui est le partisan du match. Amway ambassadors are roaming the stands now, so show us your passion for soccer. des représentants d'Amway se promènent présentement dans les estrades. Donc, montrez-nous dès maintenant votre passion pour le soccer. Congratulations to today's Amway fan of the match located in Section R, Row 1, Seat 13. You've won a fabulous Amway prize pack. Congratulations. Félicitations aux partisans de match d'aujourd'hui qui est situé dans la section R, rangée 1, siège 13. Vous venez de gagner un fabuleux ensemble cadeau d'Amway. Félicitations. A special thanks goes out to tonight's ball retrievers, player escorts, and flag bearers from the Gloucester Hornets. Un merci tout spécial à nos coureurs de ballon, nos accompagnateurs et notre porteur de drapeau provenant de Gloucester Hornets.
Okay. What's the hockey score? Okay, thanks.
The Ontario Soccer Association is leading the way in celebrating our sport, developing athletes, and ensuring that everyone has access to our game. Want to play, ref, or coach? Visit OntarioSoccer.net for more on how together we can continue building our game and uniting Ontario.
Welcome back inside TD Place. About 8
Check
minutes
out the
to
video
go
board to
before
see our
we
birthday and
resume
anniversary
play.
messages.
And
Voici
it
nos
is
messages d'anniversaire de
2-0.
naissance et de
Ottawa
mariage à
Fury
l'écran
leading
géant.
The Vancouver Whitecaps at halftime. Let's have a look at the halftime stats. And really, unfortunately for the Amway Canadian Championship, they don't give you as many details as you get in the NASL, but still a few. And so possession 52% for Ottawa. We'll go through the goals first because Johnny Steele opened the scoring in the 3rd minute. Just a brilliant strike from the left-hand side, top corner for Johnny Steele, and that made it 1-0.
And check out the video
Fury
board to
FC,
see
and then a
today's special
46-second
groups.
minute
Et
goal
voici les groupes qui
from
assistent au
Paulo
match
Junior.
d'aujourd'hui.
It was Carl Howard
Fans,
who got
bring
the
your
assist
teammates,
on
colleagues,
that
classmates,
steal goal, by
or
the
your
way.
birthday party to an upcoming
42nd
match.
minute goal
Groups
from Paulo
of 10
Junior.
or more receive
Obasi with a great
discounts
run
on match
and
tickets.
cross down the left, setting up a shot from Howarth, who was stopped. Brilliant stop by Tornaghi, but the rebound drilled home by Paulo Junior, and that's where we are right now. Ottawa Fury FC 2, Vancouver Whitecaps 0 at halftime. Mentioned the possession, 52% for Ottawa, 48% for Vancouver. Shots 8-3 Ottawa, 4 on target to 1 on target for Vancouver, 4 off target to 1 off target for Vancouver, 1 block shot that Vancouver had as well. Neither team has seen a corner so far. 7 crosses to 6 for Ottawa, 10 fouls for Vancouver, 7 for Ottawa. Just the 1 yellow card to Obasi, which again was a dubious decision. 216 passes to 198 for Ottawa, 77% accuracy for Ottawa, 67 for Vancouver. Duels won 35-21 Ottawa, tackles won 10-3 Ottawa. Those are quite astounding numbers right there, and I think that tells a little bit of the tale here, that Ottawa maybe wanted it a little bit more in the first half, and their full value for a 2-0 lead through 45 minutes.
Oh, absolutely right. And yes, and I was looking at the statistics like you, AJ, and those two statistics, duels won and tackles won, way ahead of Vancouver. And you're quite right. They looked like they wanted it more. They were quicker in the tackle. They were determined not to give time.
The Amway Canadian Championship features Canada's 5 professional clubs. Three-round competition. Le championnat canadien Amway présente 5 clubs professionnels du Canada, participant à une compétition à 3 rondes. The winning club will lift the Voyageurs Cup as our nation's champion and represent Canada in the following year's CONCACAF Champions League. For more information, visit canadasoccer.com. Le club gagnant remporte la Coupe des Voyageurs en tant que champion national et représente le Canada l'année suivante à la Ligue des champions de la CONCACAF. Pour plus d'informations, visitez canadasoccer.com.
You have to be a hardcore supporter to really follow the NASL. It's not on regular TV. They've got
the
a pretty
2016
good package.
Amway Canadian Championship semifinals and final rounds are broadcast live on TSN. Be sure to tune in on Wednesday, June 8th for the second leg of the semifinal round as Canada's top clubs compete to be crowned Canadian champion.
But it's not like being on
TSN.
TSN.
Des demi-finales et de la finale du championnat canadien Amway seront télédiffusées en direct sur TSN. Soyez à l'écoute mercredi le 8 juin pour le premier match de la ronde des demi-finales, alors que le meilleur club de Canada s'affronte afin d'être couronné champion canadien.
Taking notice, and you know this is, we've seen real signs that Paul Dalglish, his squad, and this era with Paul Dalglish, which is not easy to do what he did and follow Mark DeSantos coming off a year 2 like they had last year. But I think they've turned the page a little bit. Their performances keep getting better and better after a pretty tough start. All 4 of those first 4 games on the road, and we're starting to see the fruits of their labor. This has been a terrific performance here this evening by Ottawa.
Yeah, and if you, I'm sure you agree with me that if you're looking for who, it shouldn't happen that you have to pick out one particular player from a team performance that they showed in the first 45 minutes. But Obasi is a fullback. Since he got here from Baltimore, it's taken him a while to get his outdoor soccer feet because he'd been playing.
The Amway Canadian Championship would like to recognize and thank the following event sponsors and partners.
In the winter.
Amway. Amway Canada, a proud sponsor of Canada Soccer since 2008.
The game better. He's there.
Allstate. Allstate and its 800 agents proudly support Canadian soccer at every level. Allstate wishes both teams the best of luck. Bell, Canada's #1 ranked fastest mobile network. Visit bell.ca/PCMag.
Vancouver. I thought he had a terrific
Umbro,
first half, and then he,
official sun care provider of the Amway Canadian Championship and #1 recommended brand by physicians.
Over the defense.
The Government of Canada, through Sport Canada, is proud to support Canada Soccer in the Amway Canadian Championship. We wish the players competing the best of luck, and we hope their example inspires all Canadians, especially our young people, to get more active in sport. Ottawa Fury FC would also like to thank the following club sponsor, Gabriel's. Get into Gabriel's for a bigger, better breakfast. 9 Gabriel Pizza locations serving over 40 breakfast plates 7 days a week.
When we come back, it will be
poached, scrambled, or fried.
From TD
You
Place
just can't
score.
beat
Ottawa
breakfast
Fury
at
FC
Gabriel
2,
Pizza.
Vancouver Whitecaps 0. We are in the semifinals of the Amway Canadian Championship, leg 1. Back with the second half on TSN 1200. Sure, please. Rome's, do you know how to tweet out from the TSN 1200 account? Can you tweet out? Yeah, just like the clips of both goals, make them separate. Just say, here's Johnny Steele in the 3rd minute. We do that for most games and when there's like big goals or whatever. So just tweet out the separate links for the 3rd minute goal from Steele and the 42nd minute goal from Paulo Jr. Okay, sounds good. Oh, Toronto FC leads 2-0. Again, the fact that I even had to look at that shows how confident. I'm not saying I'm that confident, but I should at least look. Yeah. Creature, he wants to. Is this the last one, Romes? Can we get it after this, or we're back to play? Yeah. Okay, thanks. Welcome back. Just underway as we're in the 46th minute. Ottawa Fury FC leading Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2-0. It is the first leg of the Amway Canadian Championship semifinals. Goals in the 3rd minute from Johnny Steele, 42nd minute from Paulo Junior. As Whitecaps have possession, working out from the back with their all-white kits and the blue trim, white shirts, white shorts, white socks, moving right to left. Fury FC moving left to right in this second half with their all-red kits with the white and black trim, red shirts, red shorts, and red socks. Great crowd on hand this evening for this one, and a beautiful evening. 22 degrees right now. It's 24 degrees Celsius at kickoff, 22 degrees right now, and just a perfect night for soccer. And we'll see if Ottawa can hold on to this 2-goal advantage, heading back to Vancouver and BC Place Stadium for the second leg a week tonight. AJ Jakubic, Richard Starnes with you. And Richard, what does Ottawa have to do to maintain the lead or extend it here in the second half?
I don't think it's Paul Dalglish's style to hold back. He will not play a defensive game. He will not set up any sort of defensive wall. He will push forward. He will continue to push forward. He will continue to call on his players to do what they did in the first half, which is be extremely energetic in the middle of the park. Do not give the Vancouver players any room to set up play, and play it sensibly and push. Yeah, go ahead. There looked like there was another big move there.
Johnny Steele to Brian Oliveira, just couldn't beat that first defender. Otherwise, he had acres of space in front of him, about 35 yards out. But it is dealt with, and a throw in here for Vancouver inside the Ottawa half.
you can expect Vancouver to come out really pushing.
Free kick won by the Whitecaps just at the far touchline.
And certainly the Fury have come out pretty quickly, pretty hard, pretty fast. Be interesting to see whether they've made any changes in their style at the back once the Fury get possession and push forward.
Delivery from the far touchline. Bustos and headed away by Johnny Steele. Bailey gets another touch, plays it into the center circle. Last man back is aired for Vancouver. Sends it forward. It's played into the Ottawa 18-yard box. Desir will just scoop this up with Hurtado trying to force him into some troubles. Ottawa has 2 subs left, Vancouver all 3. Ryan Oliveira forced to come on for Ottawa Fury FC, replacing Mosey Giorio, limped off in the 30th minute.
This is one of the first games I've seen the Fury try to make use of Dennis Chin's pace by trying to chip the ball over the back four, and it is causing trouble, and he is looking remarkably good at bringing the ball down, nodding it on when he gets the high passes. I think he's had an increasingly good game.
Central midfield, here's Froze. Comes back to McKendry. We'll play it to Seiler. Sends this forward, and well, they're going to call a free kick about 40 yards out Vancouver's way. We'll take it quickly. Aired for Tim Parker. Moves it back, Mosqueda. Play it through Mosqueda, and it goes high into the air. Paulo Jr. wins it to Johnny Steele. Back to Obasi. Look at Obasi on that left side, just toying with Vancouver players. I mean, he's such a big man, you would think he'd be clumsy with a 6'4", 190-foot frame, but he just so dexterous out there. And that was really impressive stuff from Obasi, but here comes Vancouver pushing forward. Roseboom does well to deal with this and sends this away for a Vancouver throw, taking quickly by the Caps. Comes in for Froze, trying to make a run into the box, but fended off by Bailey. And this is cleared forward towards Dennis Chin. And this will be a Vancouver throw in the 52nd minute, right near the halfway line. Ottawa Fury FC 2, Vancouver Whitecaps 0.
Vancouver has stepped up the pace. They're certainly trying to move the ball quicker and doing a lot more movement off the ball. It's the Fury have to get a hold on the middle of the park again, as they did in the first half, and give them no time.
Should mention as well, Toronto FC in the other semifinal already up 2-0 on the Montreal Impact. This is going to go out a touch for an Ottawa throw inside their own half. Patrice Bernier, the Canadian midfielder, sent off for Montreal. So TFC at home up 2-0 and Montreal down to 10 men. Boy, they could really take an advantage back to Montreal for leg 2.
Yeah, they certainly could.
I don't want to look too far ahead. Just want to.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything, AJ. I was thinking just what you were thinking. We don't want any of that. We want. We really need a period of solid play from the Fury. The longer this goes, the more frenetic going forward Vancouver will become. They do not want to go home 2 goals down. They don't. And they'll be looking for at least 1 goal to take home with them. It's such a delicate thing, this away goals counting more, and they go home 2-1 down. I suggest that the advantage is probably theirs. Pulled out.
Vancouver making a run down the left, but Immediately it's dealt with, but it comes back to Atakube with the cross and headed towards goal, and a great stop by Pézère as he got his left palm to that to deflect it over. That's easily the best chance today for Vancouver here in the 54th minute.
I think that was Hurtado who's the big danger man for them.
No, it wasn't. Mesquita who got his head to that. Great cross from Atakube, and Mesquita forcing Pézère into a great save. 54th minute save. Here's the first corner of the day for Athens Rugs, their one-stop flooring store, and it's not a good one. You can hear the response of Section W and all the crowd, and it is a great crowd here tonight. 9,057, the third largest in club history, the largest being Fury FC's home opener in the fall season when they moved from Keith Harris Stadium, when they got over 14,000 against the New York Cosmos. Number 2 when they got 9,000 plus against Minnesota United in the semifinals last year, and 9,057. That's a real good crowd here tonight. A great atmosphere as Oliveira is fouled, and it's a free kick for Ottawa, middle of the park, this is about 40 yards out, maybe 45. But really impressed. I know they were thinking maybe it was going to be 5,000 to 5,500, and it's been a real push this week, and for good reason. This is a big competition, and I think fans have got their money's worth here tonight. Free kick taking short. Now it's sent into the penalty area, but headed clear. Comes back to Timbo for Ottawa, halfway line. Lays it over the top towards Paulo Junior, who flicks it on, but Parker will send it away, but not too far as Ottawa still has possession. Roseboom wide right for Howarth, making a run towards the corner flag. Howarth wins a throw here, and he'll take it quickly. It comes to Johnny Steele. Steele with a good low ball towards Oliveira. Now to Howarth, 2 defenders on him, and Howarth is fouled. Free kick again near the corner flag. Dangerous spot for Ottawa, similar to a corner, but a little, got 2-3 yards up on that, so Ottawa will place some players in the Vancouver penalty area, and they'll see if they can get goal number 3 here in the 56th minute.
It's exciting. Vancouver have got much tougher in the tackle in the second half. That's part of their change. They're much stronger and harder in the tackle. They haven't been winning balls. They need to.
Free kick, Johnny Steele will take it. It'll be a left-footed in-swinger as he delivers. It comes to the edge of the 6-yard box and just went a little too far for Rafael Alves, but Oliveira is still in possession, and that's most important for Ottawa as he plays it back to the halfway line. Johnny Steele, center circle, gets this forward towards Paulo Junior. Good ball right near the byline, just outside the 18. Paulo Junior gets it onto his left foot. Now back onto his right. Pushes back and plays it to Obasi. Obasi, middle of the park. Now Alves back to Bailey, and he'll play it back to Pézère as Ottawa regroups here in the 57th minute, leading Vancouver 2-0 here in the semifinal, leg 1. Comes towards Paulo Junior. Trying to turn Aird inside out, but he's forced back about 35, 40 yards. Moves it to Timbo, now to the keeper Pézère outside the 18-yard box. Now to Alves, the Ottawa captain, with Julian de Guzman overseas, set to play for Canada against Azerbaijan in a friendly, along with his Fury FC teammate Marcel de Jong. That's the impressive thing. Marcel de Jong has been by far Ottawa's best player all season. As we'll get to this momentarily. Ottawa making a run again through Johnny Steele. Plays it high over the top towards Carl Howarth, headed away by Atakube. And this is going to go out for a Vancouver throw deep inside their own half here in the 58th minute. Now we've got the first substitution for Vancouver, and off is coming Nicholas Mesquita in central midfield, and we're going to see Octavio Rivero come on, the Uruguayan who's got a couple of goals this year in MLS play. Rivero replaces Mesquita for Vancouver.
Good move there by Johnny Steele down that left flank.
Substitution,
and
Vancouver
again, that
Whitecaps.
long
Number 32,
field ball
Marco Bustos,
to
is
Carl
replaced by
Howard.
number 23,
This time,
Kakita Manning.
the
Changement pour le
Vancouver
Vancouver
Whitecaps
numéro
were ready for
32,
that and
Marco Bustos,
just managed to
est
cut it
remplacé par
out.
numéro 23, Kakita
That
Manning.
was where the
Substitution
second
made
goal
in
came
the
from.
59th
Paolo
minute.
Junior goal came
Substitution,
from.
Vancouver
So,
Whitecaps. Number
learned a
11,
lesson or two,
Nicholas
but they're tougher in the
is replaced
tackle.
by number
They
29,
haven't been winning
Octavio
balls in the
Rivera.
middle of the park.
Changement
And
pour le Vancouver Whitecaps.
Fury
Le
have
numéro
had
11, Nicholas
an awful lot of that
est
possession.
remplacé par le numéro 29, Octavio Rivera. Substitution made in the 59th minute.
Now Vancouver pushing forward. Comes into Atakubi, who gets it to Rivero, and his long shot misses wide. Goal kick, Ottawa Fury FC. That was Manet, actually.
I think Maro's coming on. Maro Eustachio's coming on.
So this is substitution number 2 for Ottawa.
Substitution Ottawa Fury FC. Number 8, James Bailey is replaced by
Mauro
number 20,
Eustachio,
Mauro
replacing-
Eustachio. Changement pour le Fury FC. Le
James
numéro
Bailey.
8, James Bailey est remplacé
In the
par le
60th
numéro 20,
minute.
Mauro Eustachio. Substitution made in the 60th minute. Changement se fait dans le
Well,
60e
he
minute.
shouldn't be phased by the moment. Player who played a lot in the fall season last year for Ottawa Fury FC. Hasn't featured a ton this season. When you look at the stats, he did not play in the Amway Canadian Championship against Edmonton. And in terms of his total minutes on the season,
Yeah,
they're only at 81 minutes, so that's probably the one surprise from last year, that he hasn't seen more action, but an opportunity for him to get about 30 minutes plus here in central midfield, and I don't think he'll be phased by it at all. As Oliveira is fouled, wins a free kick for Ottawa inside their own half.
Oliveira is a tough man to not to foul. He's a short player, and he's got weight in his below the waist, in his hips, and he's very tough to knock off the ball, and usually taller defenders just bowl him over from behind, and he picks up an awful lot of free kicks.
Throw in for Vancouver from the far touchline. Fraser Aird. We'll get this back to Parker, and this goes out for an Ottawa throw.
Parker's not having a great game this evening. Struggling to maintain. I'm not sure whether they got anybody who's in charge at the back there, and with their regular central defenders not there, they need somebody with a voice, I think.
Should mention the other substitution, Kakita Manet is in as well. It was Manet who took that shot for Vancouver. And Kakita Manet is a player that's very dangerous. 4 goals, 2 assists in MLS this year. He's got 21 goals all time for Vancouver. That's 3rd all time for them in MLS. As the ball comes forward for Paulo Junior, 25 yards out. Paulo Junior works onto his right foot, trying to lay it off for Howarth, but stepping up was Atakube, and Atakube wins a free kick as well, and they're going to call a yellow card here against Carl Howarth for throwing him down. So he's the second Ottawa player to receive a yellow today, the first being Anwa Obasi. So Bustos and Mesquita out, Rivero and Manet in, so it's still Tornagi, the keeper, Aird, Parker, Seiler, Atakube, McKendry, Tybert, Froze, Rivero, Manet, Hurtado, the lone striker. And for Ottawa, it's Pezer, Obasi, Timbo, Alves, Roseboom, Steele, Eustachio, Oliveira. Same 3 up front, Paulo Junior, Dennis Chin, and Carl Howarth. 63rd minute, Fury FC leading 2-0. It's played back by McKendry to Parker, now to Aird. And will again play it out as he's pressured. That forces an Ottawa throw in the 64th minute.
Yeah, that pressure came from Johnny Steele, not surprisingly, who ran maybe 40 yards to do that. And once he goes, he goes. He looks like a terrier when he's chasing after a man on the ball. And he literally forced that he didn't touch the ball, he just forced it with the menace that he came at them with, came at the defender with.
Free kick, Vancouver inside, just inside the Ottawa half, taken quickly. And this tackle, and it's a good one from Eustachio, and a good ball going forward towards Chin, and he just couldn't get to it as it went a little beyond him. But that's the quality that Eustachio brings, going hard in for that tackle, winning the ball, and almost sending Dennis Chin through. That's the quality that we know very well from last season, seeing him as a starter on that fall season championship side.
That was a terrific tackle. He decided to challenge. He always goes in hard. He went in hard, won the ball, and actually the ball was just about perfect. It was just that Chin couldn't quite, got slightly muscled off the ball by the central defender. But you're quite right. That's exactly what Eustachio has brought to this club when he's played.
Steele wins a header for Ottawa just inside the Vancouver half, but the Whitecaps gain possession, although it's won right back by Obasi. Loses possession. Whitecaps will bring it up through the back. Seiler. Cross for his partner in central defense, Tim Parker. It's this forward to McKendry. Now Parker plays this high up on the right. And it is kept in play. Mané's going to be a very dangerous player for Ottawa to mark here in this second half, and Mané goes after it now, but Oliveira just gets there first and at least wins the throw for Ottawa in the 66th minute. Reminder that Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final, San Jose and Pittsburgh, join in progress as soon as we're done here today. Handball, Vancouver, no doubt about that one, called against Rivero. And this will be a free kick inside the Ottawa half for Fury FC. But San Jose and Pittsburgh, we head to that one as soon as we're done. Game 2 between the Sharks and the Penguins. Should mention the score in that one. And it's scoreless after one. 2-0 Ottawa here.
Yeah, not scoreless here, AJ.
Mané with a throw, and it goes right to Alves, but off of him for another Vancouver throw. Mané again plays this down the left side. Rivero, the ball into the middle, and this is taken here by Oliveira. Good ball for Johnny Steele. Ottawa starts their counter. Steele right up the middle into the Vancouver half. Steele with the ball towards Paulo Junior near the corner flag, and he's not going to be able to get to this in time. And this is going to go out of touch for a Vancouver throw in the 67th minute.
And he was being chased by two men, and they were sort of winning the running race. He still had the ball, and he just overhit that pass. Interesting to see. They're now playing with Eustachio playing more as a sort of in front of the back four-man, a sort of defensive midfielder, as the defensive midfielder.
Vancouver with a ball over the top into the area. It's Rivero with the cross, and read well by Alves, and he'll clear it away. But you can see with Rivero and with Mané, this is a Vancouver side that's a lot more dangerous now. And this 2-0 lead, well, let's put it this way, they'll do well to keep this through the 90. Here in the 68th, worked onto the right foot, and a shot is stopped here by Pézère. Not his most difficult stop of the day.
Solid hands though, AJ. He's got the man has very solid hands.
That shot taken by Froze. Fury wins a free kick at the halfway line. Goals in the 3rd minute from Johnny Steele, 42nd minute. Paulo Jr. have Ottawa in front. Still a lot of work to do today.
Yeah, there's
and a lot of work to do next week.
Yeah.
This is not even halfway done yet.
Nope. And today, and this second half, it's a different Vancouver. They're tougher in the tackle. They look like they want it. I'm not sure whether they really look that much like they wanted in the first half. And they got tangled up in defense quite frequently. Fury just needs to keep cool. They just want to stay calm, and they want to try and maintain as much possession as they can. And when they don't have it, they need to make sure that they don't give Vancouver too much time to play, to work on the ball.
Whitecaps push it across the back 4. Comes wide right for Fraser Aird. 40 yards out in the Ottawa half. Comes back into the middle, Tybert. Plays this wide left for Atakubi. Ball going forward, but couldn't link up with Rivero, and it goes out of touch for, well, out beyond the byline for a goal kick. Ottawa here in the 70th minute.
Yep, different second half so far, AJ. The Fury really dominated the first half. The second half, they're going to have to dig deep. They're going to have to look to win the ball whenever they can, and they look to harry the opposition.
Played forward on the left, and Ottawa's gonna win a throw here. Crowd really into it. They're really providing a terrific 12th man here for Ottawa Fury FC today. And probably opening a lot of eyes, not just about the quality of the soccer today, but I think opening a lot of eyes around the country when people tune in on TSN as Mauro Eustachiou wins another 50-50 ball. Great duel there, won by Mauro Eustachiou, but I think winning, a lot of people watching on TSN today saying, wow, that's pretty impressive. Over 9,000 plus and a great atmosphere in Ottawa. Doing the business. Good flick on towards Howarth. And he's shielded away from the ball by Seiler as Roseboom just about sent Howarth in, but Seiler got in good position to prevent a chance.
Better piece of play by Seiler, who in the first half had looked very rocky, played it cool.
Sent forward towards Benet. And this is Roseboom who clears this out and right near section W, and it is rocking tonight.
They're bringing in the 15-year-old, AJ.
Alfonso Davies will make his Vancouver Whitecaps debut. He'll replace Ben McKendry, and this will be the 3rd and final substitution. Alfonso Davies, the youngest player now in Whitecaps history, 15 years, 212 days, a young Canadian who there's a lot of promise for, but an Athens Rugs corner, your one-stop flooring store for Vancouver, dealt with here. And boy, Carl Howard's been all over the place as usual tonight. Just such a great work rate. Helps deal with that, and now Ottawa Fury FC with a free kick inside their own penalty area in the 73rd minute, leading 2-0 against the Vancouver Whitecaps.
Well, they're hanging in. They're hanging in tough. They need another little session of their own possession to slow the Vancouver recovery down a bit.
Here's Oliveira with a good ball on the left. Paulo Jr. again, but oh, ball just ricocheted off him and out for a goal kick.
Substitution Vancouver
Boy,
Whitecaps.
Paulo Jr.
Have
to have a look
replaced by
at
number
this one again.
Alfonso Davies.
I don't know if it was a poor
Changement
first
pour
touch or
Vancouver,
the defender knocked it off of him.
I think that was a shame. It was a good ball
made in the 72nd.
coming in.
Could very well have been 3-0 there. And Oliveira's been brilliant. Another good ball towards Roseboom. Roseboom pushing forward, and just ball got away from him a little bit. As Manet comes down the left. Good quote from Paul Dalglish in our pre-match interview, saying, well, he hopes Manet doesn't play. Coached him in Austin, has a real fondness for Kekuta Manet.
Yep.
And knows how dangerous he can be. Here's Manet on the ball right now to Davies. Comes wide right, aired. Davies making a run. Doesn't come to him, but the Whitecaps regain possession.
Abassi had no one to give it to. There were 10 Fury men in their side, their own half.
Comes to Roseboom inside the Ottawa penalty area. Plays it off Manet. He was looking for a handball. I thought it got a hand as well, but Manet has possession. 25 yards out, chips it around the Ottawa defenders, and boy, Timbo was absolutely livid that the referee,
we would like
Rudolph,
to thank
did not
the
catch that handball.
9,057 fans who are in attendance at tonight's Amway Canadian Championship semifinal round match.
57.
Thank you.
Earns a nice applause here.
So it should. Terrific to have such a great crowd, and they're being treated to a really good game of soccer. This second half is not the same as the first, but it's still full of excitement and energy.
Comes back to Pézère. He'll play it, but Vancouver wins it all. Oliveira wins it right back. He's been just a little dynamo in midfield today as it comes forward towards Chin, and just couldn't get around Will Seiler, the defender. Whitecaps in possession short of the halfway line. Moves forward Rivero. Plays it back to Tim Parker. Moves it wide right, Fraser Aird.
Lots of Vancouver possession today.
Stepping up is Timbo, and that's a great tackle. Now trying to spring Chin. Good ball towards Chin. Two defenders back, and Seiler in good position. He moves it across for Parker. Vancouver survives that as they push forward. Now in the 77th minute, 2-0 Ottawa.
Looks like Kyle Porter's warming up to come into the game, AJ.
That would be the fourth Canadian to play for Ottawa today. Manet with a nice run, and he goes down after Alves stepped in front of him. This is going to be a dangerous free kick spot for Vancouver.
Yep.
I don't disagree with
Paul Dalglish not happy when he's accused Vancouver striker of kicking the ball away. The whistle had gone, the game had stopped, and he still took a shot. Held it up the game. But more important than that is this very difficult spot for the Fury. This is a difficult corner free kick spot.
Ottawa looking to get a sub on, and they will get this sub on. Hurtado, I think, is going to take this free kick from about 30 yards out. Dennis Chin will come off for Ottawa, and this is tactical. Chin off,
substitution,
Porter
Ottawa Fury
on.
FC, number 15.
So I would think Porter's going to go to right
Chin
back.
is
Roseboom
replaced by number 19,
midfield, maybe.
Kyle Porter.
Well, that's what we thought the other day, but he actually played sort of among the front four, which was quite surprising.
So Hurtado on this free kick from 30 yards out.
Taking
left of center. Here's the delivery. Eric Hurtado steps up. It's low. It deflects. Comes to goal. Pézère has it go off of him. And free kick Ottawa. As
I think that was an offside call, I think. Not sure why, but I think it was.
Well, in the 79th minute,
Here it comes.
I wasn't looking towards the assistant on the far side, but I think you're right.
Yeah, I think that was an offside call.
Stopped anyways in tight by Pézère. So all 6 subs have been used, and we'll see if Ottawa can hold on here up 2-0. Played forward on the right towards Kyle Porter, but he can't keep it in place. So Porter is playing up top, so they're staying with the same 4-3-3 here.
Yeah, I was
Porter
surprised.
with Howarth and Paulo Jr.
Yeah, I was surprised in the last game that when you were away, AJ, that's what they did.
Whitecaps trying to make a run down the left, but Roseboom does tremendously well to win the ball. Back to Alves. Rafael Alves, wide right for Lance Roseboom. Headed back, and it comes to Kyle Porter. Throw in Vancouver.
Quite tight this, AJ. There's been the possession side of, if you look at the possession statistics when this half is over, I think the second half statistics will hugely favor Vancouver, but the Fury have played extremely well at containing them. I'm not sure that's what the Star was intended, but Vancouver have had much more of the ball and have looked much more like they want to win. And as a consequence, they're tougher in the tackle, and they brought on the biggest guns they've got here to try and pull a goal back. Very, very important for the Fury not to give a goal away, because of the away goal counting double system that is employed in these competitions.
Fury FC have possession at the back. Timbo plays this high over the top. Parker wins the header, but it goes right to Paulo Jr. Paulo Jr. able to keep possession into Mauro Eustáquio, wide right for Lance Roseboom. Moves into the middle, linking up with Porter in the middle, but couldn't get it to Oliveira, and Whitecaps back in possession here in the 82nd minute, but they give it away cheaply as it comes to Carl Howarth. Back to Alves. Center circle, steal. Over the top, Porter. Chests it down. Kyle Porter outside the area, and too many white shirts in the vicinity. Parker clears it. Gets it forward, and here's Rivero. Good ball on the right. Hurtado. Back to Rivero. Right-footed shot deflects, and this is going to go out for a corner. It's brought to you by Athens Rugs, your one-stop flooring store. Third of the match for Vancouver. Here in the 82nd minute, Ottawa Fury FC leading 2-0 in this Amway Canadian Championship semi-final, leg 1. Second leg a week tonight at BC Place in Vancouver. Other semi-final, last we checked, Toronto FC leading Montreal Impact 2-0 with Montreal down to 10 men. Let's have a look at this corner. Delivery from Kakuta Mane. Right-footed outswinger. Here is the delivery, and Alves heads it clear. Comes back to Mane on the right, though, 20 yards out. With the left foot, puts it into the box. Cleared away, and Howarth sends this forward towards Brian Oliveira. Oliveira wins it. And trying to get it away from 2 defenders. And, well, I thought that went off Vancouver last, but they say it went off Oliveira last, so it's a Vancouver throw, and they're forced back on the right flank. Halfway line, Mane.
12th man's doing his job, AJ. This is there's slightly tense moments here for the Fury as Vancouver have up the ante in this second half.
Manet trying to make a run into the box, but Obasi, who's been brilliant today, wouldn't let him. Throw in Vancouver. Comes back to the halfway line, Parker. Across Seiler, center circle. Plays this forward and gets it back. Seiler. Into the middle, handball, Vancouver, no doubt about that one, as it went off Hurtado, about 30 yards out from goal. Ottawa free kick coming up here in the 84th minute.
Looks like it's going long. I think it should be, possession should be kept, but I think it's going long. Goalkeeper Pézère taking it.
Pézère launches this over the top. Two Ottawa players go up for it and call a free kick Vancouver's way. Tybert out of Parker. Head for Froze. Comes wide right. Manet. Whether that's Davies. Comes to Hurtado. Knocked off the ball, but only briefly, because this will be a Vancouver throw. Aired in for Froze. Parker, center circle, across for his partner in central defense, Cole Seiler. Now Atakubi, young Canadian, but this ball was good. Touch there of his compatriot, not so good. It went off Tybert and out for an Ottawa throw. Here's Oliveira taking it from Howarth. Now to Roseboom. Eustachio, good ball on the right towards Howarth, but comes to Vancouver defender Seiler for Froze. Trying to beat a couple of defenders. Froze with some fancy footwork, but now this ball goes off Eustachio, who's saw enough of that nonsense and sent it out for a throw.
Fury staying concentrating well, staying right in this game, holding their own, making sure that they don't give the ball away stupidly, tackling hard.
Ball goes off Alves for a Vancouver throw. As boy, Stony Monday Riot and the Bytown boys in Section W have really done their job here this evening, representing Ottawa. A supporters group, or two supporters groups that just keep getting bigger and bigger, providing the atmosphere here, and that's how soccer builds. That's how pro soccer builds. Keep building that base. All of a sudden you got full sections, you get a couple of sections, and then everyone else just wants to come and be a part of the action. And they've been brilliant. Whitecaps push forward, but the ball comes to Howarth and tries to clear, hit it off his own man. Now Manet with a cross, headed away and sent forward, but will Ottawa keep possession? No, Parker has it, plays it wide right. Can't seem to relieve the pressure as we now enter the 88th minute. Ball into the box and headed by Rivero, but off target, goal kick. Vancouver inching ever closer, but still down 2-0 here in the 88th.
Yeah, good bit of defensive work there by Roseboom, who would not give Rivero the chance to turn his body enough to get that header on target. But it's tight and it's tough. AJ, it's a completely different game this second half, and the Fury have done well to withstand the pressure.
Great crew here with us this evening. Richard Starnes, Graham Creech producing on site. Rob Romeo back to the TSN 1200 studios. Steve Bunda helping out here as well. It's been a lot of fun as Ottawa pushes forward. Oliveira, middle of the park, 25 yards out. Good ball into the area. Porter, right-footed shot. And did that take a deflection? It did not. It just sliced off his foot and out for a goal kick here in the 89th minute for Vancouver.
Yeah. A fairly rare second half attack from the Fury. Still produced half a chance, and everybody, as soon as the ball was out of play, every man was back in his defensive role. They're playing a much tighter 2 rows of 4 as they try to hold off the advancing Vancouver, who have played much better in this half, I must say. But all credit to the Fury. They're still 2 up, and they're still fighting hard.
Oh, Eustachio does very well there, beats a man, plays it across for Oliveira, and it comes back to Obasi. Oliveira for, I think what we've seen tonight from Ottawa, I think so much focus is on the depth of Vancouver coming into this match, and you see what Oliveira has done, you see what Eustachio has done, and I think the depth of Ottawa, well, I mean, they don't have near the same depth, but guys that haven't played as much this season have showed tremendously well in this match. I
agree. I mean, yes, you talk depth, and it sounds like a joke because there are only 14 players on the bench, outfield players tonight, but nobody who's come on the field has been, it's not made them weaker. It's actually, in most cases, it's made them just as strong, if and not in some cases stronger. So all credit to the club and the team aspect.
90th minute free kick for Ottawa. Johnny Steele, 30 yards out, puts it in for Porter, and he heads it towards goal, but off target. Boy, that was a free header from Kyle Porter. A great delivery by Johnny Steele from 30 yards out. Porter just couldn't put it on target. A real chance to go up by 3.
Yeah. Definitely.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes time allowed.
3 minutes of stoppage time from the fourth official as Vancouver looks to get one back, looks to get an important away goal. That not only it's about the 2-goal advantage, it's about not gifting an away goal as well, because you gift an away goal, then a 1-0 win is good enough from Vancouver. You don't, and then you get one. Vancouver needs to score 4 at BC Place, so this is crucial as Pezer is down.
Absolutely right, 100% right, AJ. Giving away an away goal is a very, very difficult thing to recover from. Which is why Edmonton did so well when they came here. They came having given away 3 away goals, which is almost impossible to overcome, and they could not overcome it, which is why we've witnessed, for my money, the first half was the best 45 minutes going forward I've seen the Fury play under Paul Dalglish, maybe even in their entire history. The second half has been tougher and harder, but they've stuck to the task, and that shows as well as this team gradually solidifies and gets stronger.
Pezer up, likely add another minute to that stoppage time. Don't know how long Pezer was down. Vancouver in possession in their own half. And that's going to be a free kick and a yellow card. Eustachio is going to get a yellow here. Taking down Davies, no question about it. Good call from Usuri Rudolph, third player to earn a yellow tonight. Just didn't want to make sure Davies started something.
That's one
in
of
the
those,
middle of the park.
It's one of those take one for the team, that, AJ. Davies clearly has an awful lot of pace, and he was showing that. He was just powering his way through the middle, and Eustachio obviously decided he's not going to let him go.
Ball comes into the penalty area, chested down to Rivero, right-footed shot. Oh, what a save by Pezer! He absolutely robs Rivero and keeps it 2-0. Vancouver still without that away goal. Brilliant from last year's Golden Glove winner, Romuald Pezer.
Amazing save, an amazing save. Power hit, you couldn't blame Rivero, and he pushed it round the bar.
Corner for Athens Ruggs. Played into the area and cleared here by Alves as Vancouver pushes everyone forward, minus the keeper and one player in the center circle who sends it back forward. Here's Parker with a long shot, and that's way off. goal kick coming for Ottawa. And they can sense it now, maybe 60 seconds from a dramatic victory, a dramatic upset on one of the best nights, if not the best night in the club history, year 3.
Fantastic save by Pezer. Fantastic save.
Romuald Pezer with a goal kick. Sends this forward. Center circle, flicked on by Porter. Ottawa in possession, that's most important, but Atakubi. There it is! There's the final whistle! Ottawa
The
Fury
final
FC
score of tonight's
shows
match
they
is
belong
Ottawa
with the big
Fury
boys.
FC 2, Vancouver
in the
Whitecaps
third minute
FC 0.
From Johnny Steele.
Le
the
résultat
42nd
final du match ce soir est Ottawa Fury FC 2,
Whitecaps.
Vancouver
And then
Whitecaps
they hang
FC
on
0.
with some brilliant stops in the second half from Romuald Pezer. Final score tonight, Amway Canadian Championship semifinal, leg 1, Ottawa Fury FC 2, Vancouver Whitecaps 0.
Amazing, amazing game. What
We
a
would like to
terrific
remind
game. I'm
fans
so
that
glad
there is
9,000
no
plus
field
showed up
access
for this
after the
because
match tonight.
This was as well as I have seen the Fury play in their history. And the first half was
Fans,
tremendous
Canada
going
Soccer
forward.
Road
The
to
second
Rio
half
continues
was
in Ottawa on Tuesday, June
tremendous
7th,
rearguard
as
action
Canada's
and
women's
hanging in
national
tough.
team takes on
And they
Olympic
hung in
host
tough,
Brazil
and
in a
everybody
highly
contributed.
anticipated
And
matchup right
quite
here
honestly,
at
that
TD Place.
save from Pezer at
With
the
over
end
80% of
was,
tickets already
was
sold,
sort of the
be
icing
sure
on the
to
cake.
secure your
Giving
seats
away a
today
goal then
by
would
visiting
have made it very
CanadaSoccer.com/tickets.
difficult in Vancouver. Now they can legitimately go there and say
The
we have a chance of
2016
winning
Amway
this thing.
Canadian Championship
9,057
semifinals and final rounds
in
are
attendance.
broadcast live
The
on
supporters
TSN.
brilliant. And
Be
the
sure
players
to
brilliant.
tune in on
Fury
Wednesday,
FC with the
June
upset
8th
win tonight,
for the
2-0.
second leg of the
And they are
semifinal round as
halfway
Canada's
to
top
the
clubs
Amway Canadian
compete to be crowned
Championship
Canadian
final.
champion.
Look
La
where the
ronde
fans,
de
look where the
demi-finale
players are
et
going.
de la
They're
finale du
heading over
championnat
to their
canadien
12th
Amway
man.
seront télédiffusés en
The
direct sur
fans in the
TSN.
corner who
Soyez à l'écoute
can't wait to
mercredi
see
le
them,
8
and they're
juin
all-
pour
and
le
they're
premier
clapping
match
the
de la
fans.
ronde des demi-finales, alors que le meilleur
It's
club
an
du Canada
absolutely
s'affronte
tremendous
afin
win,
d'être couronné
and
champion
you've got to give
canadien.
credit to the crowd as well. Everybody contributed to this, and it's what a great night for John Pugh and his Ottawa Fury. Tremendous night for the coaches and the players. I think they surprised Vancouver.
Soccer fans,
They
stay
really
up to date on all
surprised them. In the first
2016
half, they
Amway
were all
Canadian
over them.
Championship
It
news
needed
by
a
visiting the
huge
official
rethink
website of the
from
championship,
Carl Robertson at
CanadaSoccer.com.
halftime to,
And join in the
to
conversation
make
on
this
Canada
game,
Soccer's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram
a
platforms
solid
by
game
using the
from the
hashtag CanChamp.
Vancouver in the second half.
Chers
But they
partisans de
couldn't get
soccer,
by. They
apprenez les
couldn't-
dernières
they
nouvelles
couldn't
sur le
beat the wall
championnat
down,
canadien
and
Amway
Fury
2016
head to
en
next
visitant le site
Wednesday
web officiel du
with a
championnat
two-goal
CanadaSoccer.com
advantage in
et
Vancouver.
joignez-vous à la conversation
All
sur
right,
les
well, a very
plateformes
short post-game
Twitter,
show. It's
Facebook et
1-0
Instagram
Penguins,
de
midway through
Canada
the
Soccer en
second, so we
utilisant
wanna
le
get
mot-clic
into that
CanChamp.
match shortly, but short post-match show when we come back. Fury FC win it 2-0 over Vancouver. You're listening to Ottawa Fury FC Soccer on TSN 1200. I'm going to go Obasi.
I agree.
So come back with the 2-0 goal. 2-0 goal. Oh, I know.
Every time I mentioned Julian during the playoffs, could have had him for Susie.
Oh, I know.
Every time.
Well, just a brilliant night here at TD Place. 9,057, the attendance.
Amazing.
And maybe the best night in club history. They've had some great nights. You think back to when they won the fall season championship in Jacksonville. You think back to the semifinal against Minnesota. Certainly it was great playing for the Soccer Bowl, but I don't think there is a more impactful night for this club than this game tonight in front of 9,057 Rabbit supporters. A terrific performance, beating MLS opposition 2-0 over Vancouver. They're halfway to the Amway Canadian Championship final, but still a job to do next week in Vancouver at BC Place next Wednesday night. Man of the match, Onwa Obasi.
Absolutely agree with you. What a terrific game he had. This is a guy who's he hasn't been here all that long because he was stuck in Baltimore playing a championship indoors, and he has got better and better and better. And tonight, in the first half, he snuffed out so many dangers. He's good going forward. He hit a terrific cross in this game that helped towards a goal. And I thought he was absolutely tremendous. And hats off to the two goal scorers. Paolo Jr. was in the right spot at the right time and kept his cool and smacked it into the back of the net. And I can tell you that Johnny Steele's goal was stunning. The ball was going across him. Good pass from Howarth, but the ball was going across him. And very often that slides off your foot or it winds by. He hit it perfectly across the goalkeeper. No chance to save it. Great, great goal, which was what actually set the Fury off on their probably the best first half we've seen in club history.
Goals in the 3rd minute from Johnny Steele and the 42nd minute from Paolo Jr., both ex-Vancouver Whitecaps, and that does the job as Ottawa Fury FC wins it 2-0 tonight over the Vancouver Whitecaps. That does it for our broadcast this evening. Coming up next, it is Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final, joined in progress, Pittsburgh against San Jose. On behalf of our entire crew, our producer in-house, Graham Creech, along with Steve Bunda, and our producer back at the TSN 1200 studios, Rob Romeo. For Richard Starnes, I'm AJ Jakubek. Next broadcast comes to you on Saturday night. It'll be Ottawa Fury FC back in NASL action in Tampa against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. And then, of course, next Wednesday night, BC Place, the second leg of this one as Ottawa takes on Vancouver.